It's that time of year again. Meteorologists are predicting that La Niña is set to return within just a few weeks, bringing with it the potential for a bitterly cold and chaotic winter. But what exactly is La Niña, often referred to as El Niño's cold sister? How does this atmospheric anomaly develop, and what effects might it bring in the near future? One thing is already certain. Although El Niño and La Niña are regarded as major drivers of global weather patterns, they are not acting alone. Another crucial player, the polar vortex, also has a substantial influence on the climate systems around us. This year, a unique interplay between the polar vortex and La Niña could produce a winter unlike any we've seen before. The result may be extreme droughts, severe flooding, and sudden, dramatic swings in temperature. Unfortunately, we now find ourselves in an era when such extreme weather events are not only more frequent, but are occurring with an unnerving level of certainty. The role of climate change. According to experts, the increasing intensity and frequency of extreme weather phenomena are tied closely to climate change. Over the past century, global average temperatures have risen significantly. Between 1881 and 2019, worldwide temperatures increased by an average of 1 degree Celsius, while in some countries, such as Germany, the increase was even higher at 1.6 degrees. Additionally, the 10 warmest years on record have all occurred since 2010. This trend has profound implications. Even if humanity manages to immediately halt greenhouse gas emissions and global warming, certain climate-related effects are now irreversible. For Germany and much of Europe, the risks are associated with more frequent and severe storms, heat waves, heavy rainfall, and flooding. The catastrophic 2021 floods in Germany, for instance, killed 180 people, 135 of them in the Ahr Valley alone, and caused billions in economic damages. At the same time, winters are becoming less predictable. While snow-covered landscapes have been rare in recent years, extreme cold spells have still occurred. In December 2022, a bitter cold snap in the United States claimed 63 lives. In February 2021, Texas endured its coldest weather in 30 years, leading to power outages and at least 250 deaths. Extreme events and contradictions. Despite the overall trend of rising global temperatures, severe cold weather events persist, raising questions about these apparent contradictions. According to the National Center for Environmental Information, the frequency of extreme snowstorms has increased in 2/3 of the eastern United States. While these data are specific to North America, scientists emphasize that similar trends are observable in other regions around the world. So, why do these seemingly contradictory weather patterns occur? How can a planet experiencing global warming also face extreme cold spells and snowstorms? The answer lies in the complex interplay between three major climatic forces: El Niño, La Niña, and the polar vortex. Understanding the polar vortex. The polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both the North and South poles. These vortices strengthen during their respective winters due to the absence of sunlight, which prevents the atmosphere from warming. This results in an accumulation of cold air and intensification of the westerly winds associated with the polar vortex. Under normal conditions, the polar vortex remains stable and confined near the poles. However, disruptions can occur. A sudden warming of the stratosphere, for example, can weaken or even split the vortex. When this happens, the cold air that is normally contained within the polar vortex escapes, spilling into lower latitudes and causing sudden, severe cold spells. The dynamics of El Niño and La Niña. El Niño and La Niña are two opposing phases of the El Niño Southern Oscillation, YNSO, a climate pattern involving fluctuations in the temperature of surface waters in the Pacific Ocean. These phenomena significantly influence global weather systems. El Niño, occurring approximately every 4 years. El Niño involves a warming of the central and eastern Pacific Ocean. This weakens or reverses the trade winds, causing disruptions in normal weather patterns. For instance, El Niño often brings droughts to southern Africa and Australia, while increasing rainfall and the risk of flooding in South America. La Niña. Following El Niño, La Niña often emerges as its cooler counterpart. During La Niña events, the Pacific waters in Asia and Oceania become warmer than usual, while colder temperatures prevail off the coast of South America. The intensified trade winds further amplify these conditions, often leading to cooler, wetter weather in regions such as Southeast Asia and Australia. In regions like Canada and the northern United States, La Niña is associated with colder, snowier winters. It also increases the likelihood of hurricanes along the Atlantic coast of the United States. Global impacts. El Niño and La Niña have far-reaching effects. In southern Africa, El Niño typically brings drought, while La Niña delivers wetter conditions. In Southeast Asia and Australia, La Niña's wetter weather can lead to flooding, whereas El Niño increases the risk of bushfires. In South America, El Niño often results in heavy rains and landslides, particularly in Peru and Ecuador, while La Niña tends to bring cooler, drier conditions. What about Europe? For Europe, the direct effects of El Niño and La Niña are less pronounced. However, the consequences can still be felt indirectly. For example, globalized trade networks mean that extreme weather affecting agriculture in one region, such as soybean crops in Brazil or fisheries in Peru, can have ripple effects worldwide. Moreover, Europe is not immune to the effects of the polar vortex. If the vortex weakens this winter, it could result in an influx of cold Arctic air into the continent. Coupled with La Niña, this could mean colder temperatures and an increased likelihood of snow in Germany and other parts of Europe. Uncertain forecasts. Meteorologists are divided on what this winter will bring. While the European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts, ECMWF, predicts at least some snow and cold spells, the Global Forecast System, GFS, suggests the possibility of the warmest winter on record. Both models agree, however, that extreme weather events and temperature fluctuations are likely. If the polar vortex collapses completely, the resulting cold air could lead to freezing temperatures and heavy snowfall in parts of Europe. But only time will tell how these factors will play out over the course of the season. Staying informed. The interplay of La Niña, El Niño, and the polar vortex represents one of the most complex and fascinating aspects of Earth's climate system. As these patterns unfold, they remind us of the delicate balance that governs our planet's weather. To stay updated on these developments, make sure to click subscribe on our channel Digital Discoveries. We'll bring you the latest insights and forecasts, helping you prepare for whatever weather this winter has in store. Don't miss out on staying informed about the latest in science, technology, and global weather updates. Subscribe to our channel, Digital Discoveries, and become part of a growing community that loves exploring the wonders of our world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Let's spread the knowledge and keep everyone prepared and fascinated by the discoveries that shape our lives. Hit that subscribe button now, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching the video.